If you wear leather shoes regularly, you'll know that creasing is inevitable. What a lot of people don't know is there are simple ways to make the creasing better and less noticeable and prolong the life of your shoes. So today I'm going to show you the 3 most common methods for removing the creases and the pros and cons of each of them. I've got the quickest one, the simplest one, and the most aggressive one, and I'm going to show you the pros and cons of each so you can decide for yourself which one suits your shoes. The first one is a simple conditioner that introduces moisture and suppleness to the leather and lets the creases ease naturally. The second method is to use a simple hairdryer to warm the leather and to massage the creases out. And the third one is to use your steam iron, which is a lot more aggressive and easy to get wrong, but very effective if you get it right. So let's get started with the first method, which is the leather conditioner. Now this is my universal leather balm, and I've done videos about this in the past. I've done another video showing you how to make it for yourself and all the ingredients you're going to need. So I'll link to that in the description and probably in a card here. So leather conditioner. Now for each of these methods, you're going to use a shoe tree. These are shoe trees. I talk about them all the time, and they are the best thing for prolonging the life of your shoes. Shoe tree goes in, and this, as you can see, forces out the creases and helps with the shape of the shoe. Compare it to the one without the shoe tree in, and you can already see the difference. So what the conditioner does is, at the stress points behind the toe box, just get this so you can see it, at the stress points behind the toe box, we're going to just massage this balm into the leather. This helps to massage the creases out, but it's also going to give deep penetrating moisture and conditioning to the leather. Now, the leather is designed to flex and crease. When I've done this before, people have said, but leather's supposed to crease. As soon as you put them back on again, you're going to get more creases back in. Yes, of course you are. But when you've conditioned it, the leather flexes rather than cracks. If you don't condition the leather, repeated flexing is going to cause the leather to crack. It dries and cracks. And what this is doing is making it supple so that the leather flexes nicely at the right parts, and it doesn't crack in the same way as it would normally. So you're not trying to permanently remove the creasing. You still want the leather to crease, but on your terms. You want it to crease with flexibility and allow it to spring back into its natural shape. So if I just tighten the laces slightly here. Now you'll notice that this leather balm, it contains neat's foot oil, which will darken a lighter leather. That's the main thing to bear in mind. It's great for dark brown and black shoes because you're not too bothered about them darkening, but you will see it does darken the leather when the leather's a lot lighter. So that's something to bear in mind when you're using this method. But as you can see, the difference is quite remarkable. And regardless of which of the methods you're using, I would recommend using a leather conditioner, either the universal leather balm that you can make yourself, some leather honey, some renovateur, some mink oil. All of these things are great for giving the leather that suppleness again. So definitely for light creasing and for ongoing maintenance of your shoes, the leather conditioner should be all you need. The next method that I'm going to show you on these boots, these Chelsea boots, is the hairdryer method. Now, it's not as aggressive as the iron method, and it's a bit more than just using conditioner. So it's a nice middle ground. As you can see, these are a great example to use because they're nice and creased. So, as with the first one, we'll put a shoe tree in. And a question I get asked a lot is, but I don't have shoe trees and I can't afford them. They're quite expensive. They are quite expensive, but they're great for the long-term life of your shoes. If you don't have shoe trees, then rolling up socks, rags, something that's porous, something that's absorbent is great. I buy these bundles of microfiber cloths, and they cost a couple of pounds for a pack of these. And these are great for packing out your shoes. Because they're only small, you can use many of them, but it allows you to focus where you want the bulge to be, to push out the creasing. So whether you're using socks or rags or newspaper, you can basically tell it where you want to push the leather out from the inside. This is one advantage that this method has over using shoe trees. Shoe trees are a standard foot shape, they're a last shape, and they don't necessarily push the leather out exactly where your shoes are creased. So, as I say, using rags, newspaper, tissue paper, kitchen roll, anything like that is a great idea. And it allows you just to bulk it up. So that's pushed the leather out exactly where I want it to be. Now, the important thing about the hairdryer is not to get it too close to the leather. We don't want to get it too hot. It's a gentle warming, and always keep the dryer moving. We don't want it to settle in one place for too long either. So what that's done is it's nicely warmed up the leather, and I'm going to use the leather balm as well, because at this point, when the leather's very supple, it accepts the leather balm very easily. It absorbs it very nicely. So we're going to go with a sort of two-pronged approach, and the heat of the dryer plus the leather balm is going to give it the best chance of removing the creases. And a second quick blast with the hairdryer. And there we are. I've done a video about these very shoes, these boots in the past, where I've said that the creasing adds to the patina, or the patina, as I was corrected. It adds to the beauty of the leather, the creasing. So you don't necessarily want to hide the creasing itself, the marks of the creasing. You just want the leather to be more supple so that the creasing doesn't cause cracking in the long term. That's very important to remember. And if you did want to remove the marks of the creasing, we could then use a shoe cream or a polish to go over, and that would give them a nice finish. I like boots like these to show their life, the life that they've had. And as you can see, the difference between the two is quite obvious. And the third method is to use a steam iron. Now, as I said at the start, this is the most aggressive of the three, possibly the most effective, but definitely the one that brings the most risk. So pay close attention to the detail. Now, as with the previous two, we start off by putting in a shoe tree to give the shoe some support from the inside. And the first thing we're going to do is use the steam to soften up the leather, and this will allow it to press out the creases a lot more effectively. So we just get the steam going. And give it a good steaming to begin with. The moisture also helps with the same process. Now, we never want the iron to come in direct contact with the leather, so we're going to use a microfiber cloth as the barrier. And all we do, just put this one out of the way, lay it across the front, doubled over, lay it across the front, and then if possible, grip it at the other side. And the iron's on a medium heat. It's hot enough that it steams, but it's not the hottest setting. Then we set the steam going again, and short, controlled passes with the steam iron on the leather, checking after each time. If we get it too hot or we spend too much time in one place, then we risk damaging the leather. Again, give it a check. Now, unfortunately, the creases here have actually set. So what I'm going to do is change the method slightly. And in the same way as we did with the Chelsea boot, I'm going to pack it out with microfiber cloths from the inside. And this should give us a much better push out of the creases from the inside. Like I said before, you get a lot more control over how the leather is pushed out from the inside when you use this cloth method. There. So as you can see, it's packed out from the inside, and now we're going to use the heat. So again, wrap the toe, give it some steam. Now, because we've still got the heat in the leather, and it's a good time to do it, I'm going to give it some conditioning with the leather balm. And this will give it additional help with pushing out the creases. With these, again, at the end, you will want to give them a good polish. These are a more formal shoe, so you want them to be as perfect looking as possible when you've finished. But again, as you can see, with the treated and the untreated one, there's a big difference. So quick recap, you've got the first one, which is just the leather balm. Second one, which is leather balm and the hairdryer. And the third one, which is the leather balm and the steam iron. So what do you think of these three methods? Have you used any of them? Would you use any of them? Would you be too scared to put a steam iron on your favorite leather shoes? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Take care.